Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and welcome to another Henry. One of my viewers said to me recently, or commented to me, do more pneumatics. I thought, well, at the time of making this video I've got 82 pneumatic videos on my channel. How many more do you want? But anyway, there is a demand. So when this was on offer, I thought I'd get it. I've shown you the regular Henry Quick. I've showed you Hetty Quick. I've showed you the commercial pneumatic Quick. So it's time for the Henry Quick Pet. And when I opened my first Henry Quick, I did say, I bet you a little time down the line there'll be a pet version. But I predicted wrong. That was correct. I said it would be green like all the other pet pneumatics, pet versions of Henry's and Harry, etc. All the ones that have pet turbo nozzles, but it's blue. So I got that bit wrong. I've opened it to have a look, but I've not taken anything out until now. So we'll try and do this quickly so we can get to the demo. So here we have the instruction book, the wand, which will be in this lovely blue colour. It is a nice metallic blue. Come on, out you come. Ah. There we go. Doesn't that look smart? If you like blue, this is the Henry for you. Oh, they should use that in their advertising. Right, here's the floor head. Again, it's just the same as all the other Henry Quick floor heads, apart from it that does say Quick Pet on it, and of course it's got the blue highlight colour. Blue brushes, blue switches and a blue velour strip. What else do we have? This is the wall mounting bracket. I won't be using that. I don't like to mount my cleaners on the wall. I expect this is the charger. Now, because I want to show you this straight away, I've brought with me my Henry Quick battery, which is fully charged, so I don't have to wait to charge this one up. So there we go, there's the pneumatic branded mains charger for the battery, and you can charge the battery outside of the machine or when it's actually fitted to the cleaner. Inside here, now unlike when the Henry Quick was launched, you got a lot of extra bags, but that was only for a few months during the launch phase. So I believe it's six? It's 6 pods you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pods in the box, and there'll be one fitted in the cleaner. Here we have the handle. To be honest, I've never used my Henry Quicks on Hetty Quick with this handle, but it's an option if you want a different type of handle to hold. You might find it more comfortable. Try it if you get one of these. Try it without the handle and try it with. You might prefer it with the handle. It's there if you want it. We've got 2 little storage doobries for tools. I believe that fits onto the wall hanging bracket. Then we've got a combination nozzle. Again, it's got the blue accent colour. So we've got sort of a regular sort of upholstery nozzle like this, and you can press the brush forward. You can do your blinds, your lampshades, your worktops in your kitchen, pick up the crumbs. So that's a nice little nozzle. It's branded pneumatic on the back as well. You can just about see that. Then we have a nice, sort of medium length crevice tool. Again, branded pneumatic. Don't suppose it's focusing, but trust me, it says pneumatic. Now this has extra smelly things in it. I expect they're all the same fragrance, I'm not sure. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 10 of these fragrance donuts, and there's the screws and plugs for the wall mounting bracket. nearly onto the cleaner. Oh, here's the battery. Again, we've got the blue accent colour, and it actually does say Henry Quick Pet on the battery as well. And there should be, where is it? Here it is. Now this is what makes the Henry Quick Pet a pet, because it comes with the mini motorised tool. I bought this separately when it was on offer, because you can buy this. So if you own any of the Quick models and you haven't got this mini motorised tool, you can buy it from myhenry.com. It's about £50. I bought it when there was a discount. So there you go. Quite stiff brushes and quite a nice sort of broad brush roll. I think it's pretty good from what I remember when I last used it, and it's got a pivoting Dubry pivots, so it should stay flat to the surface. And of course the brush roll comes out, you can just undo that bit and the brush roll comes out for cleaning. So that's the Pet in Henry Pet, and I think finally we can take out, yes we can take out the cleaner itself and then get rid of all these boxes. So here we go, the Henry Quick Pet in this absolutely gorgeous metallic blue finish. This is an extra sheet included in the instruction book that I don't remember seeing before, but it's warning you to keep the battery dry, and it does give you the warning on the battery as well. So I wonder if there's been some sort of issue. Obviously you should keep the battery dry, you should keep the cleaner dry, but Pneumatic have had to do this little warning leaflet. I'm not sure, but as you can see, this is my original Henry Quick battery, hence the red. No warning on that one, so I wonder if there's been an issue. You should charge the battery fully really before use. I know you're itching to use your new Henry Quick Pet, but charge it fully. It says in the instruction book full charge will take around 150 minutes. So this one is fully charged. I think it'll be the same voltage, 25.2 volt. 25.2 volts, so it is the same. So you can charge the battery outside the cleaner. You just plug the charger into the hole there, and the light on the charger, on the battery, sorry, it's just next to the charging port, that will be red initially, but when it's fully charged it turns green. Having a little bit of trouble with this one. I mean, it isn't the one that came with it. It should fit because they're all a standard size. There we go, it just needed a bit of a extra push. So now we're primed for action. To switch on, there's no trigger on the Henry Quick range. It's just this silver button. When you switch on Henry Quick Pet, the default setting is normal speed, but if you need a bit of extra oomph, we've got this plus button. And this button here turns the brush roll on or off, and then we have a little light that illuminates either if you have a blockage or the pod is full and needs to be replaced. Also, when you switch on, you'll notice the battery charge or battery state indicator. It also lights up when the battery's charging in the machine, but also when you're using Henry Quick Pet, the little lights above the on-off switch will illuminate to give you a rough idea of how much runtime you have. I was contemplating to myself, as one often does, the philosophy behind the pneumatic quick cleaners, because there are many cordless machines on the market today. A lot of them have fancy gadgets, lights and detect modes and, you know, fluffy rollers and all sorts of gadgets, and they're quite expensive. And then there's the other end of the market that are quite basic. Well, I think the design brief for the Quick was just to produce something simple but effective and well made. It's relatively heavy and large compared to some others on the market, but it's just like, it's a no nonsense cordless cleaner. I think just like a Henry vacuum, you know, no bells and whistles on your regular mains powered Henry. So I think Pneumatic wanted to have a cordless machine with no bells and whistles, just the basics. That's all you need for most people, isn't it? You don't often. I mean, the Dysons I've used that have got the display at the back showing you the size of dirt you're picking up. I mean, really? I never looked at that past making the video and thinking, oh, look at that. But when you're actually using it, you're not constantly looking at that display. You're just looking at where you're going. You're looking at the carpet to see if there's any dirt you've missed. So it's a simple machine, which hopefully will make it reliable. And of course, a bit of a difference, it uses the pod system, so no filters to keep washing. You just fill up the pod, then when it's full, take it to your outside bin, move this lever down, and whoops, your pod drops out, seals itself, drops into your bin. You don't even have to see the dirt. And then you just pop in your new pod, and Bob's your uncle. There is a little filter at the back, a little foam sponge, but you shouldn't really have to attend to that. So people say, how long can you clean for? Well, Pneumatic are saying around 2 weeks, maybe 3 in some homes. But I did make a video where I used one of these cleaners for a month and didn't change the pod, and I cut the pod open, and it was a whole month's worth of dirt inside it, because it compresses it down, unlike a bagless that swirls it round and mixes the dirt with air and it makes it look like there's a lot. With most bag cleaners, really, it's the dirt's coming in and it's being compressed as more dirt's being added. So it's quite surprising how much dirt you can get inside one of these. And for me, the cost of the pods is worth it, because there's no maintenance, there's no taking out the filthy filters and washing them. And this always stays clean. When I used it for a month in a row, the clear container was absolutely spotless when I took the bag out. So that's the advantage of a bag system. Of course, you can't use Henry without a bag. You can close the door, but no, doesn't work. He's still smiling, but he's not working. And he won't work unless there's a bag. So we can have a look at the Quick Pet Turbo Tool. So I have to say, he is a bit of a weighty cleaner. That's the only thing about this. Try before you buy if you can. But it's a no-nonsense cordless cleaner with the famous Henry smile. There we go. He's very happy to be here. So if we switch on now, we should get the rotating brush. Of course, that's just for your above floor cleaning, so that's great for your hard wearing upholstery, car interiors, stairs, also smaller areas if you can't reach, you know where you've got a big piece of furniture and it's, you've got maybe this gap between the furniture and the wall and you can't get your main nozzle down. Well, that might fit, because you can use it, of course, directly onto the body of the cleaner. But also, if I find the right end, you can use it on the end of the wand. But not for large areas of carpet, obviously, but just for those small, tight areas in your home. And we all have them, don't we? We all have the areas where we just can't reach with the main cleaner. If you want to, I mean, that's okay for stairs, but you can clean your stairs, your carpeted stairs especially, with the main carpet and floor nozzle, because that also fits directly into Henry Pet. So let's have a quick look at the brushes going round. And what I like about the Henry Pet main nozzle is you can adapt it for deeper and plush pile carpets, because it has a manual suction control. So although you've got 2 speeds on the machine itself, you've also got this vent that you can open up. So if you've got a lightweight rug, or like I have at home, a Saxony plush that a lot of cleaners have trouble being pushed on. I mean, you really have to reduce the suction for most cleaners on that carpet. But with the Henry Quick, you can open this valve, so it allows air into the system, so it's easier to push. You can also, of course, remove the brush roll easily. Blue button, press that, out comes the brush roll. Now, as I said, this doesn't have any of the gadgets. It's not anti-hair wrap, but at least you can easily pull that brush roll out and cut the hairs off if it gets wrapped with pet or human hair. So I'll pop that back. You've got to position it correctly. There we go, so that's clicked back into place. And you've got two big wheels, two smaller wheels at the front. And this flexible part is a very flexible head, as you can see. If there's a blockage, if you're picking up something you shouldn't and you block this part, you can easily gain access because you just pull out this and then we should be able to separate it. So look, you can stretch that hose out, clear any blockage that may occur. Hopefully there won't be any, because you're not going to be picking up things you shouldn't with your Henry, are you? Look after your Henry, and your Henry will look after you, as they say. So there you go, just make sure you push it back in firmly. I'll just make sure it's in, yeah. If you don't push the hose back in properly, well, it won't be in properly. That makes sense, doesn't it? And of course you've got the small nozzles. Fit them directly to the body or fit them onto the end of the wand. So if you're reaching up in the corner for your cobwebs, you could extend your brush so you're not scratching your walls and get all those cobwebs in the corners of your room, any dust bunnies, etc. What else can I show you? I don't know. We've got this. I don't often talk about the charging docks for these cordless cleaners because personally I've never ever screwed a vacuum cleaner to a wall, but you might want to. I mean, if I had a separate utility room with a socket, I probably would have a vacuum on the wall in there ready charging, but I don't, unfortunately. How does this go on? Well, if I try hard enough, it'll there. Oh, there we go. There. No, that's not right. It's in the instructions, folks. I'm sure it just slides on, but anyway, the cleaner fits on the wall like that, and then these two doodahs that hold two of the tools fit underneath, and then you have to plug it in manually, though it doesn't, you know, you still have to plug in. Have I shown you everything? I think so. Oh no, one last thing to do. We've got one of these little fragranced donuts or oversized polos to fit to Henry Quick, so he emits a nice fragrance when you're vacuuming, and that is fitted underneath here. Excuse the rude camera angle, it's the best way to show you. So on Henry's head we've got a little rubber cap that you pull off. He's not playing ball today, it's all new. Once you've done that once or twice it'll be easier, so don't lose it though. You can see a little receptacle there to insert the fragrance donut. What do they call them anyway? What is the official term for this? Just hang on. I can't see. Anyway, you can get these from myhenry.com, replacements in different fragrances. They don't have a very strong scent, to be honest. And of course, if you're sensitive to perfumes and fragrances, you don't have to use them at all. Whoops, that's gone flying. I will give this a whiff. Yeah, it's the original. I don't know if it's supposed to be vanilla. It smells like candy. It smells like sweeties. Anyway, that goes in there. And then you must take your cap, push it firmly all the way around. So now when you switch on Henry Quick Pet, this is his exhaust vent either side. A nice aroma. I'm not going to say it's going to fill the room because it is very subtle. It's not overpowering. But yes, it's there if you want to use it. I think that's everything, folks. I'm going to give it a quick... I'm not at home, as you may tell. I have videoed in this room many times. It's my mum's house. She's got a much more sensible pile of carpet. So I'm going to give Henry Quick a bit of a push. And then a bit of a dirt demo. And if I've got time, because my mum's house is very tidy, I might do a full house clean at the end. Now, Henry Quick Pet is very easy to push on this particular low pile carpet. There's a nice pile to it, and we do get carpet lines from this. It's a much more practical pile, and it's the sort of pile I'm planning to fit in my home at some point. So I think boost may be even okay on this carpet, so I'll just give it a go on boost to see if, well, it's going to be a little bit harder to push, but I think it should still be doable. So we'll switch on and press boost. Certainly easy to push. I mean, as I said, a bit harder. It certainly digs down deeper into the carpet. For most people, using Henry on the regular setting for whipping around your house is fine. Occasionally you might want to use boost, especially in heavy traffic areas, maybe by your front door or the area where everyone seems to walk through to the kitchen in your living room. So yeah, but I think for general use around your home, I think the regular setting is best, and it will give you obviously the longest run time. I'll put the specifications and run times and weights and measures, etc. under the video, but of course you can also check this out at myhenry.com. There's often offers on the range. There's always offers on some of the machines all the time, and they vary the offers. I think at the time of making this video, the regular Henry Quick is on offer. I think it's about $229.99 or something. So this is normally over $300, but I got this on offer. But I didn't buy it from myhenry.com. It was on offer at very.co.uk when I bought it. It's gone back up to the full price. But if you're after any vacuum cleaner, or if you're after anything, never just buy the first one you see. You've chosen your model, now is the time to shop around for the best price. I've made a bit of a mess, as you can see, with some rolled oats, red lentils and bits of fluff I found in my belly button. All here that are going to be picked up, hopefully, with Henry Quick Pet. And certainly for the start of this demo, I'm going to use Henry Quick Pet in his regular setting. In fact, I'm going to attempt to clean up everything with Henry in his regular setting, and I might boost him at the end just to make sure everything is picked up. So let's see how well Henry Quick Pet deals with all this mess. that was impressive, wasn't it, folks? Even the stubborn belly button fluff was whisked away into Henry's pod. Fantastic, and I didn't have to press the boost button once. Okay, because this is Henry Pet, I suppose I better harvest some pet hair from Daisy, spread it on the carpet, try pick it up with the regular head and also the mini motorised tool. That's all the hair picked up, and hopefully most of it has found its way into the pod, but we'll have a quick look at the brush rolls. As I said, it's not anti-hair wrap, so inevitably we do have a bit of Daisy's hair trapped around the brush roll, but that was a lot of hair to pick up in one go. But as I said, if that happens, you just need to pull out the brush roll just by pressing the button. And then you can clean it. So normally you'd get, if there's a lot of hair wrapped around this, just get a pair of scissors and you just cut along the grooves, or if there's not a lot you can just pick it off. But hopefully you won't leave it too long. Just check it. You know if you've got pet hair or human hair that wraps around the brush roll of your existing cleaner. So maybe once a fortnight you'd need to do this. It's not a big job. There we go. Just make sure it's kept free of hair, like so, and then we'll pop it back. Let's have a look at the mini turbo nozzle now. Again, there is a bit of hair still on the brush roll, but as I continue to use it, some of that will have been pulled off into the suction and into the pod. But this one again, you can just pick off any hair that's clung to the brushes, but for a more thorough clean it just simply pulls out like that, and again you can just pick the hair off, pop it into the bin or suck it back into the cleaner using straight suction, and then it won't wrap itself around the body of the brush roll again. But look, a few seconds and that's clean. You can slide it back in, so no tools needed for this job. You just got to line it up. There is a knack to it. There we go, that's it. Obviously it's got to engage with the drive on this side, so you just need to turn it a bit until it goes in, and then you can lock it into place. Because my demonstration dirt is a similar colour to the vinyl floor fitted in the kitchen, I thought I'd bring you upstairs to the bathroom, spread some dirt here on the ceramic floor, and we'll give it a go. Now don't forget, you can turn the brush roll off when cleaning hard floors using the Henry Quick main floor nozzle. So I'm going to use the machine with the brush roll turned off. I might have to select boost, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it again like I've done all the other demos. I'm just going to try it on the regular default normal setting. Okay, here goes. Now remember to turn the brush roll off as soon as I switch on. Henry Quickpet did struggle a bit on that demonstration, but he did eventually pick everything up. I might have needed the boost from time to time, and I did notice that some of the debris was gathering in the nozzle, so just by pressing the brush roll on-off button for a couple of seconds cleared the debris that was building up. But it was a bit unfair to give poor Henry all that dirt to pick up in one go. And I think his pod is getting a bit full. He's got a full belly and he's very tired. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to charge him up again, put a new pod in, and tomorrow, after he's had a good night's sleep, I'm going to ask him to clean all of this house from top to bottom. I hope that little cleaning montage gave you a few ideas of what you can do with Henry Quick around your home. It's pretty versatile. I will say one thing, and please, Pneumatic International, if you're watching this, please, please, please produce a short, flexible hose to fit onto the Henry Quick. I'm sure it's easy to do, and if you don't do it, I'm sure there are other manufacturers who will step in and provide a short stretchable hose for this machine, because it really needs it, especially when you're cleaning above the floor, because he's quite a heavy beast, I have to say, for a cordless, and a little on the bulky side. It's not too bad when using him on carpets and hard floors, but when you're holding the cleaner up to get the cobwebs, to clean curtains, etc., it is a bit heavy. So a flexible hose that you can attach, click into the end and then put the tools in. I mean, a powered flexible hose, so you can use a powered accessory, even better, but just a regular flexible hose would be a step forward, because then you could connect either the two small nozzles to the flexible hose, so you can hold the cleaner a bit lower and then stretch up with that. But you could also connect the wand to the flexible hose, and then of course you can connect one of the accessories, so it would make it a lot lighter. So you just have the Henry Quick Pet by your side while you're stretching up with less weight in your hand, because you're connecting the Henry Quick to the nozzle via a flexible hose. So if that happens, I would like a free one to test out, please. I'm sure if they're going to do it, it's probably in the pipeline and they won't take any notice of my suggestions. I don't think any manufacturers are interested in what someone like me has to say, but I'm saying it anyway, just in case it doesn't fall on deaf ears. But all in all, I do like the Henry Quick, whichever variant you go for. If you decide to go for the pink Hetty Quick, they're all the same. And yes, as you saw in the demo, I was using the extended use handle, which, yeah, it's grown on me, but because it sticks out a bit, I did, in some tight spaces, I knocked it on bits of furniture and walls. I'm going to take it off, actually. It's up to you. You get it with the machine. You can try it with, you can try it without. Yeah, it seems a little bit, maybe, I don't know. It's personal preference. It doesn't make much of a difference. But in a tighter space, obviously, if you're using this in the car, I wouldn't attach this handle. This handle is probably best when you're using Henry Quick for carpets and hard floors. But yes, in the car, he is a little bit bulky. And again, a flexible hose. Because there's no trigger, you just turn him on. You can place him next to you or on the car seat. Then you can use your crevice tool attached to the hose, stretchable hose I might add, and then you can get all the nooks and crannies, and all the weight is just there. You don't have to hold him while you're trying to clean the car. Maybe, oh no, I'll put some ideas in the head. Maybe this is going to be a Henry Quick car version with in British Racing Green, and it'll come with the hose and maybe a longer crevice tool. But those tools could be made available, I think, if you've got a Henry Quick. I'm sure a lot of people comment below, would you like a hose attachment for your Henry Quick? Because I know I would. To finish the video, for all you gluttons for punishment that have stayed here till the very end, I'm going to open up the bag. So this has got, or the pod, sorry, this has got all the demo dirt in. For the Full House Clean, I put in a new pod, but this was getting quite heavy and the suction was starting to deplete, I could tell. That is packed solid though, full of all the dirt I put down. So to end the video, let's split it open and look at all the contents. You can see how a bag system, whether it be a Henry Quick or any bagged vacuum, you can see how they compress the dirt, so they hold a lot more than you expect. I can't think there'll be many cordless, handheld, bagless cleaners that could hold that much dirt. And as you can see with the pod cut open, it contains it contains 3 layers of filtration. You've got the one with the smiley face, then there's another layer of filtration here, and then finally a thicker sort of fleece layer. So that's where all the dirt ended up, safely inside the pod and not stuck to filters that you have to constantly wash. Thank you so much for watching, and a special thanks to everyone who is watching the video now, because not many people watch my videos all the way through. But for those that do, I appreciate it very much, because there are hours and hours of work involved in making YouTube videos. Well, I certainly take hours making mine, and the video you've just seen would have taken at least half a day to film, and then an hour or so to edit it, and then there's a thumbnail to make and everything that goes alongside making videos for YouTube. But I enjoy it. I hope you enjoy watching them. So until the next time, if you've any comments or questions about Henry Quick Pet, and also please comment below if you would like to see an optional hose attachment that you can purchase for your Henry Quick. Maybe Pneumatic will see those comments and decide to produce a hose which will definitely improve the flexibility of the Henry Quick. So that's it for now. I'll see you all very soon.